2016 election period there.
Yeah, we go to Iowa first, and that's where all the candidates are at. So we'll have the first primary in Iowa. That'll set the stage. Trump's going to run away with it, but it's good to see these guys in the mix. I really like Bobby
But
Kennedy too.
So
but did
I was
I
thinking
but
about this. I was thinking about this.
um
If
but
there's
the But did I hear correctly that someone like Sean Hannity or one of the Fox News correspondents there is going to be like the host of the debate that will be asking all the questions, or who is going to host the debate where they'll be asking every Republican candidate of next week's the debate all the questions?
I assume ABC is going to put up a anchor for the Democratic debates, and I assume that Fox is going to put up an anchor for the
The
Republican debate.
Republican.
I was kind of curious.
Yeah, that's what it kind of sounds like. Because Fox News, of course, is conservative leaning regardless of what's been happening to them there, and ABC is obviously on the other side of things.
I think they're more conservative, but I wouldn't call them conservative by any means. I think they're up to the same
Uh,
media problems as everybody else.
I think they take the same.
yeah, Fox News. I do see where you're coming from there.
What were you
Well,
saying, Woody? I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying that I really like what he had to say, and I really like Bobby Kennedy too. So I mean, in my lifetime I may get to vote for a Kennedy.
Oh yeah, I like Bobby. I wish. I feel like the biggest thing holding him back is his voice, and which is terrible that people are not listening to him because of that. Because he's got a pretty true message,
He
more
does.
than anybody I've seen talking. You can tell he means what he says, and then they're trying to vilify him as like a racist and all this other stuff. And I'm like, dude, this is just weird. And he's not. He's not an anti-vaxxer.
Hey,
He's not
Toughest, great to see you again, my man.
I had to put it in the contacts of the other email. Make sure you have both my
And hey,
emails.
Mud Rabbit, happy Thursday to you.
How's it going, toughest? Ooh. But yeah, I don't know if Donald Trump's even going to show up to the debates. I don't know if he should.
We'll just have to wait and see. When I started to get interested in this kind of stuff, I had actually recapped myself and watched the first Republican debate of the 2016 election there in whole when it was uploaded here to YouTube. But I don't have any plans of watching it live. If it's uploaded here to YouTube, obviously I'll watch it just to see what each Republican candidate responses are. I just don't have any interest of watching the Democratic debate just because the Democratic Party just doesn't seem like they know how to take control or be a leader for a country like the U.S. of A. here.
I mean,
That's good.
I feel sorry for anybody who puts down party lines, no matter what side they're on. I think they really need to look at the politicians. I think you can get a bad Republican and you can get a bad Democrat, but I think it really comes down to feeling everybody out for their own value and how much their values line up with your own. Because it's going to be hard to tell once they get into office, unless it's somebody that's been in office before. Then you can have, I guess, a general idea of how they're going to act after they become president because they've been through it before. But some people just really don't do what they're going to say they're going to do. So, I mean, you never really know, I guess. It's one of those jobs where they can make promises and they don't really have to keep them once they get into office because they're already voted.
Well, there was one president that kept his word, and he became vilified, and they impeached him. Trump, he kept his word, did everything he's going to do. Does Mud Rabbit follow Von Helton? I've seen Mud Rabbit before. I'm trying to think if I saw Mud Rabbit in Von Helton's chat.
Well, hello there, Game Mario. Nice to meet you. I bet she probably does. Mud Rabbit's a deep diver. That's why she goes by Mud Rabbit. Is she likes them rabbit holes.
I need to get Von Helton on here for you. You know who Von Helton is, Jacob?
I do not.
Hold on a second.
Mud Rabbit said, no, I don't follow them.
I'm gonna disappear just for a second, Jacob.
No, you're good. Yeah, I assume it's from around here, probably, if I had to guess. But I could be wrong.
But I was actually super happy to have gotten some of my subscribers like Casey over here last night, and I think one other person came from my channel on your panel, the Simon guy. Happy to have gotten a few of my subscribers over here to your channel there. Jacob there.
Yeah, it was nice meeting Casey and Simon. It was funny. The other guy that was on whatever Tron, I don't know what he went by, Galatron or something. He came on and he messaged me after he got off, and he was basically saying I did come on to troll, and then he's like just kind of kicked it and had a good time instead of trolling. So I was like, oh, that's fun. I like it when they come over with intentions and then they stay for a good time. That's always good. I used to go to Pesci's for a short time. I'm always in the chats over there, and quite frankly, and Zoso Dude. Still never been able to find Zoso Dude on YouTube. He said he goes live on YouTube every once in a while, right? Oy vey. Speaking of YouTube,
but I'm sorry for some of the people, the trolls that are apparently subscribed to my channel coming over here last night. There's really nothing I can do, and I can't really know who will be coming. But I know I don't have to apologize, but I just want to be respectful, obviously.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back, Woody.
Welcome. I sent Von Helton a link.
Oh yeah, sweet.
A little background. You remember the you know the meme Karate Kyle?
I don't know if I do.
You made fun of my zits, so I took your life, and it's that guy, the karate pose. Red.
Hey, CM.
You'll know exactly what it is. Let me show you here. Karate Kyle. It's one of the oldest. It's one of the oldest memes around. Here. Dun, dun, share.
Hey, Audrey. Toughest is asking, did you watch that Brad Meltzer last night? I actually watched it this morning when I got out of bed there prior to me having to go to my court hearing this morning. But I did get a chance to watch it there, Toughest, and I enjoyed it. They never knew much about that in terms of what they talked about of the Masons, but it was super fascinating and informative there. And I already said hi to you, Audrey. Hey, I'm simulcasting from Jacob Waters' channel, guys. His link is pinned to the top chat of my stream here. You're more than welcome to come on over. Right now, we're just talking about the Republican candidates, Victor Swamy there, and about next week's Republican and Democratic debates there.
So is this the meme, Woody?
That's the meme right there, and that's actual. Okay. I'm actually friends with the guy.
That's him in the picture.
That's him in the picture. Only he's 67 years old now, I think.
Oh, okay.
But he's been around forever. He's a flat earther. He has pagan gods. He's just an interesting guy to talk to.
I like talking to a good flex. Every once in a while, I will get one, and we covered a flat Earth map on my channel a couple times. There's this artist that I know. Him and a group of people came up with a flat Earth map, and it has every single conspiracy that you can think of tied into it, including like the mud flood and all these different wars. But apparently, there's an ice wall, and you can get outside of it. It's actually a really good story that they came up with.
Yeah, I saw that actually. It's one of the first shows I saw of yours. Yeah, you had a guy and you had a map telling you about all different things around.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that.
I think you did 2 of them, didn't you? Didn't you have 2 shows?
Yeah, I did one where I interviewed the guy himself, and then one of the artists, and then I did one where I just covered the map itself myself. Said he would pardon the Bidens. That's a no-go for me. I didn't know he said that.
Let's see here. I'm looking at see what Red Pill, Pesci's.
Did Vivek really say he was going to pardon the Bidens?
Yep, I guess we haven't crossed. I could have swore we've crossed paths before, but
Huh.
we have now.
Well, if Vivek Ramaswamy seriously said that he would pardon the Bidens if they got into legal trouble there, then it kind of makes me think twice about Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah. Sounds like he wants cocaine in the White House, just not for it.
It kind of like sounds like he's taking his like promises and all that, like how some Democrats have done over the years, pretending to be Republican when they really weren't there. Because if what the toughest said is what the Vivek Ramaswamy seriously said. He doesn't sound like much of a Republican candidate to me, to be quite honest. There, it seems like he's a fake Republican that's actually a Democrat.
A rhino?
We're talking about Vivek. Talking about Vivek.
Yeah, pretty much.
Rhino,
pretty much there.
Somebody in the chat said that Vivek said that he was going to pardon the Bidens.
I don't think that's what he said.
That's not what he said.
I think they would have said something about that if he would have. I don't remember him saying that. I've been following him.
Gotcha. No, I was just curious. I thought it was a random thing for somebody to say.
No, he wants.
I never heard it.
He wants to sue Saudi Arabia, prosecute Saudi Arabia. He's all over Biden. He's all over Hunter. He said he would pardon. Who he did say he would pardon, though, he would pardon all the Jan 6 people in Trump. He did say that. A rhomboid. When was the last time someone brought out the? If you're talking about the Masons, everything's a 90-degree angle, guys. That's where you always see Masons stand with their arms like this, and their feet will always stand like this too. So they're always at the right angle. When you walk into a room, you can always tell Masons by the way they stand, or by the way they conduct themselves.
Well, that's why the compass is always placed at a 90-degree angle. Isn't that at a 90-degree angle in most of the pictures and stuff of Freemasons?
Yeah, it's
like on their garbs.
Yeah, it's all about the 90-degree angle.
Toughest says I should have typed that better. Someone told me on another panel that Vivek Ramaswamy said that. You always have to make sure to do your research yourself there. And I'm going to look into if Vivek actually said something like that, because a lot of times it could be just someone making the statement or from a rumor that isn't really true and all that. So I would look into that there, Toughest, like I'm going to be doing here just to see if any of that was actually said. Because usually, if something like that was said by Vivek Ramaswamy, it would be posted on social media and the internet by this time there, because a lot of stuff that someone says is usually posted immediately by someone of the other side there.
So this is your typical, you guys have seen this all before, the Holy Bible, King James Version. The only difference is that this has all the Masonic stuff in it. This is Eastern Star, from lightness to dark, all the spy stuff there for you. Not really spy stuff, but neat stuff.
Why does that Bible have that in it?
It's the Masonic Bible. They have their own Bible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's this is what they do all the, like this is for
no.
like the law. It's got places for like members' names.
Sorry, Woody.
Eastern Star, the women's division, officers, where they're at, lodge numbers.
So do they do updated versions of that like every year of like the positions and?
This hasn't changed since George Washington. George Washington took the oath on the Masonic Bible in 1781.
Welcome back there, Mud Rabbit. And Toughest says they might have meant to say Vivek Ramaswamy was going to pardon the Trumps. Now, that would be more so of what I would think of what Vivek had said there, that someone probably misinterpreted or the thought that he said Biden's when Vivek meant the Trumps there.
I don't think he's going to need to be pardoned.
Am I a patriot? I'm sporting the Sons of Liberty 76. Now on the back it says Jefferson. So yeah, I consider myself a diehard patriot. Probably I'm a little bit too aggressive at times.
Did you see the end part? Or no?
Hey, Woody.
Yeah.
Woody. Mud Rabbit is asking, "Are you a patriot, Woody?"
I am very much a patriot. I was just responding. I'm not a QAnon guy. No, I never was. Our government doesn't.
She's gonna get mad that you call it QAnon. it's a non.
I meant no disrespect, Mud Rabbit. I did not know the vernacular for the.
That's the news coverage version. They all call it QAnon. She schooled me on it one day. I didn't know. I thought it was one term that covered all of that, but no. Q is one thing, I guess, and a non is different things. And the Qs can also be anons, but not all the anons are Qs. I don't know. There's apparently a distinct difference in them, though.
I'm not a person that I don't put people down who believe. I mean, there's a lot of people that look down on noners. But the bottom line is people believe whatever they want. I think that people that are into anon, at least they believe in the government and they're doing something. They're talking about government. They're working towards it. They've got plans. I think that's perfect. I have no room to judge that. We don't have to agree to be patriots together. We all walk our own path. But in the end, the paths all belong to America.
So you were talking about the trans issue recently, and I've been having this talk with other conservatives and other people that consider themselves patriots. I think it's interesting because, especially if you're not a religious conservative, I think that makes a difference. But basically, there's a group of Muslims in California that were against something that was going on in the church. I mean, in the schools with their kids, and they stood up